Hey traders, in today's video what I'm going to do is I've got so much good feedback from the last video that I did, which was a video, or one of the videos that I did where I talked about the big long-term picture and where I think gold and silver and all that sort of stuff is going, and the mining stocks. I've got so much good feedback that I'm going to do another one today for today's video. A few weeks ago, actually probably a bit longer, I also created another training about over the last 100 years. There has been a pattern that is created, and every time this pattern has been created on the markets over the last 100 years, we have seen an explosive vertical move, a parabolic move to the upside. And we're seeing the same pattern right now in gold. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to run that free training, or that free training for you again. If you missed it, you can see it. If you did see it, you'll be able to see it again, the refresher about what I'm seeing when it comes to this. I hope it really helps you out. Guys, if you haven't done so, make sure you grab that $7 free trading course with the link below. And again, it's for people that need the breakthrough, people that need help with it, people that need help with their trading, then use that link below. Grab it right now, guys, and I'll see you very, very soon. So we're having a look at gold right now, and I've just been doing some analysis on the weekly charts, the daily charts, the monthly charts, and I've just recognized a powerful pattern that's been forming that's actually happened twice over the last, I think, 100 years. And every time this has happened, we have made a parabolic move to the upside. And that's what I want to share with you when it comes to just gold right now. Really, really, really exciting. Let me share with you what I'm talking about here. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, let me share with you this one powerful pattern that's happened over the last couple of, I think it's happened twice. It's happened twice over the last say 100 years, and every time this has happened, we have made an enormous move after that, and we're forming that pattern right now, which is really, really, really exciting. This is what I was doing. I was looking through the weekly charts, and thank you, I appreciate that. I forget, you're probably watching this video right now, and you're the person who actually said, if you look at TradingView now, you can actually go back a lot longer than, say, using TC2000. So I'm using TradingView today, which is fantastic because it allows me to go back over time, to look over history. So I forget your name right now because I'm doing the recording, and I don't want to change the recording, but thank you so much for helping me now telling me that I can go back in history and study history when it comes to the charting analysis. So what we're looking at here right now is obviously gold and what's happened over the last sort of, since basically, you can see basically since what happened here, since 1973, we had you see 1973 into 1979, we went through a parabolic move, and then we went through a bit of a pullback again, really, really interesting, overall pullback, and then a slump for a while, and then we've made another big move up, and now we went through a bit of a slump for a while, and now we're making another move up. So this has actually happened twice already in history. Not the same. History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. But something very, very similar that I want to share with you, that's like, oh my goodness, right now we're seeing that we could be on the verge, or on the edge, on the precipice. What's that word, guys? Precipice. By the way, type moon action. Type the word moon action in the chat box below if you think we're going to the moon with gold. So looking at this here right now, I'm like, wow, look at this. So if I go back, let me go back to the last parabolic move happened over here from 1973 into the 80s. So if I open up my chart a bit more, I'm going to scroll back in time, and I'm going to go to this last time it actually had a parabolic move. Now check this out. Now, isn't this just a sexy beast? Right. Now, look at this. If I open up my chart a bit more, look what happened here. Again, it's not the exact pattern that's happening right now, but it's very, very, very similar. So the pattern is this. Look at this here. Last time we had a very nice sort of overall good bull market in from the 70s, right? Moving out through this 1971. And then we ran up, came down, and we stepped up for a while, right? So we had a nice bull market. Then we had a nice pullback, didn't we? And then after a nice big pullback, overall, we started to run for what? To an all-time new high, $180 gold. So, but look what happened here. What happened here? As soon as we made a nice move from, say, 1976 to 1977, into 1978, into 1979, as you can see, this is because this is a weekly chart here. you can see over the years we picked up. Look what happened. And we started to make what? We started to get into an all-time new high. So this was the all-time new high at that time. But look what happened here. We broke the high. We had a pullback. Then we bounced. And as soon as we bounced and we got up to here, then we went parabolic. Interesting, right? Look at that. And then as you can see, look what happened from there. Just like that was 180. This is that there. Let me see. Can I put a little drawing thing on there just so? Is there an arrow I can draw? There, right? So that's that point right here. Is that there? Let me see. Can I make that thicker? Let's go. Bam. All right, cool. So right, so you can see that's what happened in 19, and this is very similar to what's happening right now. But let me share with you all the details. Right. So nice break new high, pull back. Then as soon as we started to pick back up, that's when we went what? As you can see, that's when we went parabolic. Nice big parabolic move to the upside, spike to the upside from like 200 up to 880. Massive move. Right now that actually happened over. That was 1979. So it was simply just over what 1.5. No, it started at 1979 into 1980. You can see it was so basically maybe 1 year. Yeah, so basically 1 year we went parabolic. 1 year. Once we got to this pattern, once we started to develop this pattern, which was what? Say it with me: a breaking of new high, pullback, and then a pullback, and then a higher low, and then a running back up to all-time new highs again. When that happened, we then started to see the parabolic move. Really interesting. Now, take two in this sexy beast, right? Type in sexy beast if you like this. Now, look what happened here on take two. Now, this is a lot longer. Again, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. What happened? We had a nice big bull market. Then we've had a pullback. Right, nice pullback. Now this one here was what? This was a lot longer time frame, right? We spent a lot longer down here, didn't we? But see how it's, again, we had a bull market, a pullback, and then a rally to all-time new highs. Pattern, high, low, so on and so forth. Look what happened here. If I squeeze my charts up, look at this. So look what happened here. What happened? We had a nice pullback, and then guess what? Then we had a nice run up. As you can see, what happened up here? Look at this. So then we had a nice drop down. So remember, this is the all-time new high point here again. All right. So if I point this here, remember this. Now this point here is the all-time new high. All right. So that's the all-time new high. So the market dropped down, came up to all-time new high, broke all-time new highs, came down, gave us what? Let me just copy and then paste. Right, now we did what? We created a higher low after breaking a new high. Then comes up, guess what? Then we come up and we start to break above. So we come back down after breaking the previous high. We have a pullback, and then we get the pullback. We get the higher low. We run up. We start to get into breaking the previous highs now. And then guess what? We go parabolic. Oh my goodness. So as you can see, first arrow here. Sorry, no, this is the second arrow. So as you can see, first arrow back here, which was what? The first example I went through, which was breaking of the all-time new high, pullback, higher low, running up, parabolic for the next 12 months. Look what happened here. Breaking of all-time new high, pullback, higher low, and then as soon as we got up to all-time here, look at this here. So that was 2009 into 2010, 2000. So this bull market here lasted almost 2 years. So that was the breaking of all-time new high was about September, call it around the late 2009. So 2009 to 2000, roughly about 1 to 1.5 years again. Similar time frame, right? As soon as we broke all-time new highs, next 12 months, parabolic move. As soon as we as soon as we broke the past previous highs, created a higher high, higher low, then we started to break past previous highs, we made our what? For the next 12 months, we made a big move. But what's happening right now? Interesting. Look what's happening. We did what? We broke all-time new highs. We're now getting a pullback, and say it with me, if we can, Well, you're probably not gonna say it with me because you don't know what I'm gonna say. So if we come to here and we do a little pasting action, pasting action. Look what's happening now. We're getting a pullback in here. So I don't know how long this pullback's gonna last, but if we do hold here, remember I said before, look at this here. It was breaking of new highs, pullback, then a higher low, and then a parabolic move. Breaking of all-time new highs, higher low, bouncing and breaking above new highs, parabolic move. Breaking of all-time new highs, pullback. If we come up through there, what do you think is coming for the next 12 months? Interesting, right? Interesting. This has happened 3 times now. 3 times in the last 100 years, and every time this has happened. Now, we haven't got the full pattern yet, because what do we need? We need the market to create this higher low overall. Let me see if I can make this a bit smaller. So we need the market to create a high low and rally back up and now break these previous highs. Because remember, it was the breaking of the previous highs that started the parabolic move. It was the breaking of previous highs here that started the parabolic move. So really, really, really exciting stuff, guys. This is absolutely incredible. This is what I do. This is what I do for a living. Why? Because you best believe I am studying my rear end off, guys, not only on the stock market, not only in different stocks, but when it comes to big long-term macro trends, because I myself, guess what? I myself am always looking for where is the best place to put some of my capital to where I can benefit from these massive trends. And this here is just another thing to say. This has happened now twice in history, and every time this has happened, we have made a parabolic move. Leave a comment below, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll speak to you soon.